So it's 1:59 p.m. December 16th. The court experience from hell was yesterday. I dealt with Tara and Sean's horse crap. I had a friend. I met her in a recovery room many years ago. She wanted me to be her sponsor. I didn't sponsor people at the time, and I still don't. And I refuse to because you just get dragged into other people's crap. And as much as I adore this soul, she was suicidal yesterday. I had to deal with that all morning long with the Webster police. And, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have no criminal history. This is ridiculous what's happened to me. And, they're targeting recovery in this county. Whether it's eating disorder recovery or alcoholism. I'm not a drug addict. Thank God I didn't have an issue with that. Since 2013, so like 7 years later, there was no alcohol, drugs, or anything in my system. But I fell very, very low into anemia. My iron count was 13. I have ringing in the ears that happens from wearing the earbuds, and ringing in the ears is something, it's like age discrimination. I had a judge yesterday a family court judge say I was hallucinating. I'm like, why? Because I have ringing in the ears? That's age discrimination. And she's older than me. This entire situation, there is still to this point, as far as I'm concerned, Aaron Eaturk has not responded to me. McClenathan, if there is no child's attorney, he's the child's attorney. If there's no emergency plan and Ray gets in a motorcycle accident, which he's done before and almost died, and I was the one who got the heartbroken there. We've been divorced for 10 years. If something happens to him, this judge doesn't even have me, I'm not even allowed to contact Harris Corporation, which, by the way, I'd be great to work for because of my past history, but there's no emergency plan to get those children to the only country with relatives in it in the United States is that country. They have no other relative in Australia. At this point, Ray should be concerned. But the point I'm trying to make is the children's attorney and the judge aren't concerned about that? Well, then that's trafficking. What happens to my daughters then? And yes, I've contacted the State Department, the FBI, the CIA, the International Criminal Court, and the United Nations because I have nothing to hide. But the judge sure shit does. I wonder how many kids have left this county, this international airport, Rochester, without a parent. My kids flew out of the country illegally with a non-parent. But, and then Alex Karakin, she's texting the kids, she's doing this, she's doing that, she's contacting the school and pulling them out of class. If I was talking to my kids on a daily basis, this would not be a big deal. And all the taxpayers are paying for this while they're unemployed. We have to write property tax checks within 4 weeks. I pay mine, the day the bill comes, I pay mine off. But why am I paying for that when this is what they do with the money? Hopefully when Joe Biden comes into play, things change. This is ridiculous. This judge should be incarcerated. So should the family court attorneys. These children's attorneys, we shouldn't be paying for them. That's how child trafficking happens. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein happened during this whole last 2 years. Well, they flaunt little children at these technological events or something like that, technology conferences and stuff. And I'm not the one that came up with this stuff. It's online. My daughters live in a hotel above and attached to an adult toy store that holds peeping Tom shows adjacent to 3 strip clubs in the city in a country where prostitution is legal. Are you kidding me? Rather than be in my home in Penfield, New York, when I have a clean criminal history and a great driving record, a 770 credit score, and a 3.7 GPA during hell, Deandra Ruhlman needs to be arrested for child trafficking and endangerment of children. Same thing with McClenathan, and same thing with Lisa Saragusa.